Aaron Ramsey's been offered a Juventus mega deal. There's been some miscommunication at Stamford Bridge. Manchester City have their say on all the transfer talk, and we've got a roundup of the day's rumours. That and more coming up in the next few minutes, as I'm your host, Matt Folick. You are the Onefootballers, and this is the Daily News. First off, and the details regarding Aaron Ramsey's potential contract at Juventus have been leaked, and, well, to be honest, I think he's done pretty well for himself. I'm not saying he's not a bad player, but statistically, certainly over the last few years in the Premier League, he hasn't really been up to the standards of many other midfield players. If he wasn't on a free transfer, I'm not sure Juventus or anyone would pay more than 40 million for him. Is he better than Khedira, than Pjanic, than Matuidi, even than Emre Can? You guys let me know in the comment section below. I especially want to hear from you Arsenal fans. Do you think you'll be better off without Ramsey? And is he even going to play much in that Juventus team? Well, that question has been answered in the contract because it determines how much money and bonuses he makes at the end of each season. For a 28-year-old injury-prone player, I think he's done pretty well to get €6.5 million per season for the next 5 years, as well as an extra €500,000 if he plays in 50% of the team's games, and an extra €1 million if he plays in over 70% of the team games. That's quite good for Juventus, considering they'll be saving a bit of money if he gets injured and doesn't play all the games, but they're still giving over €6.5 million to him. Anyway, besides that, let me know in the comment section what you think about Ramsey's potential move to Juventus and where he'll play. But next up to Stamford Bridge, where apparently there's been a bit of communication and it seems to be ongoing between manager Maurizio Sarri and the Chelsea board. Apparently, he knew nothing of the signing of Christian Pulisic yesterday and just turned up at the training ground to find out he had a new fantastic player to work with in the summer. Now, of course, it's never a bad thing when you turn up to work and you've got a gift like Christian Pulisic joining in the summer. However, after last night's draw against Southampton, which was 0-0 at Stamford Bridge, Sarri did say that he'd actually been after a striker. He said that his team do fantastically well, but when they get to the final 20 metres on the pitch, they just can't seem to put the ball in the back of the net. This was after what is now their second game in a row at home where they failed to score. Sarri also went on to say that he wanted a striker with different characteristics. This is because Giroud currently out injured and Morata is definitely not on form and not producing the goods that have been expected of him. It's also the main reason why the likes of Callum Wilson have been linked with a £30 million move to Chelsea. It's clear that Sarri didn't know about Pulisic, is happy to have him, but ultimately really wants a striker. So Chelsea fans, let me know in the comment section who you would have up top. Would you go for Mauro Icardi? Would you go for Karim Benzema? Would you even go for Gonzalo Higuain, who just last week ended his 3-month goal drought for AC Milan? But moving on to Manchester City, who have come out and said that they will not be signing a replacement for Fernandinho in the January transfer window ahead of the Brazilian's return to the team for tonight's game against Liverpool. Fernandinho's work often doesn't get the limelight it deserves because of the attacking talents that Manchester City have and the fantastic goals that they score. However, Fernandinho is crucial to the way that Guardiola plays, and his return to the squad will be a massive boost. Still, this has meant that Manchester City don't think it's necessary to go out and buy a replacement because they're banking on the 33-year-old's fitness. Alongside this, there is also a welcome return to the squad to Kevin De Bruyne. He has had a massive injury hit first half of the season and has barely played 5 games for the Sky Blues for the first half of this term. However, his return tonight could see a massive return to form for Manchester City, who have lost 2 games in the last few weeks and lost massive ground on Liverpool in the title race. Tonight, it's Manchester City against Liverpool. It is the battle of the title contenders, even though Spurs actually sit in second at the moment, but that's another story altogether. Guys, let me know in the comment section, of course, as with everything else, who you think will win tonight. Will Pep Guardiola manage to finally get one over on Jurgen Klopp, or will Liverpool continue their fantastic streak against the Sky Blues? And lastly, we come to a quick roundup of all the day's transfer news. Wolves apparently want Tammy Abraham to cancel his loan at Aston Villa and come and sign for them permanently from Chelsea in an £18 million deal. Cesc Fabregas appeared to wave goodbye to the Chelsea fans last night as he looks set to move to Monaco on a 2.5-year deal to join up with former teammate Thierry Henry. Arsenal have had a £55 million offer for Turkish winger Cengiz Under rejected by Roma, and have also made a bid of £14 million for Real Madrid backup keeper Keylor Navas. All of that alongside Christian Eriksen, who has apparently stalled on signing new terms with Spurs just 18 months before his contract runs out. So there you have it, all of today's daily news. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section everything you are thinking of the day's transfer rumours, of the day's matches, of the day's potential deals to be done. You can also smash the like button and click here to check out all of the other videos that we've got going on Onefootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.